Hello, this is Brian Johnson with the SeoPress Formula 60-Day Affiliate Payload Challenge. Assignment number 6 starts today. And if you haven't followed up with all the steps previously, then you're going to want to hold off until you implement assignment number 6, which we're going to talk about today is link promotion and the promotion of your own website. Now, the whole concept of SeoPress Formula is that we're in no hurry to gain solid rankings online. And we understand that if we take our time and we do things right, our results will be much better than if we rush and whatnot. So with that mentality, we're going to tread softly, and we're going to build links much slower than probably a lot of other people would. But today, what's really fascinating is solid rankings online can be attained with a handful of quality inbound links, and that's what we're going to focus on. Our goal is to establish anywhere from 1 to 5 high quality inbound links from various sources online. Now that can mean an inbound link from the Yahoo directory. However, that costs $300, so I'm not going to recommend that. As you know from my other videos, I'm really going to recommend that you don't spend any more money on anything until you start developing an income stream. So a link from the Yahoo directory, while it will help you, it's just not worth it at this point of your internet marketing career. Now, you can, however, utilize some of the concepts that are found in my ebook, SeoPress Formula, and especially under the promotion section and the gaining links. There's one strategy that we're going to talk about today that really relies on gaining inbound links from sites that are really much like the site you're creating right now with your SeoPress Formula niche website. They're based on WordPress or Blogger. They're basically blog-based websites. And one of the things that blogs have in common is when blogs first launched, most bloggers were very link happy and they linked out quite a bit. And we can use that to our advantage today in the fact that what we want to do is we want to add a link or several links to other blogs that rank well within our niche. So what I want you to do is I want you to search Google and pay attention to the top 40 sites that rank for your primary keyword phrase. And you can also search Google for related phrases. In other words, come up with a list of related phrases and just continue to search until you find about 5 to 10 high quality sites that are either based on WordPress or they're a blog or TypePad. Any site that basically is adding outbound links in their blog roll section or their links section, you want to add that site to your links section. Now you've already got a bunch of sites listed in there, and if some of them already fit that description, in other words they're linking out to other sites in their blog, then use those. What we're going to do here is basically we're going to kind of take the concept of getting comment links and we're going to go one up from that. In other words, a comment link is basically when you go to a blog, you add a comment and you get a link, and sometimes it's no follow, and they're kind of medium to low quality links. However, our end goal isn't really to gain that link from the comment field. Our end goal is to befriend the webmaster of that site over the period of 20 to 40 days. And somewhere in between that time frame, in other words, maybe after a month of adding comments to a certain site, you're going to basically ask the webmaster for a link. And the way you do that is I'll explain it to you right now. So number one, you're going to add the webmaster's link to your link section, as I've already mentioned. Every day to every other day, you're going to visit your own site. You're going to click the link to the webmaster's site. And this is important because what will happen is a lot of webmasters, they'll pay attention to their log files, to their statistics, and they'll see that your site is giving them traffic. They'll stop by your site. They'll look at it and they'll say, this seems pretty decent because you followed along with my course. and you haven't created an auto-generated low-quality site. So you've got something to offer. And also, the webmaster will smile when he or she sees that you've added their site to your link section. So that's why you're going to leave your site by clicking their link. And every other day, you're going to stop by their site and you're going to see what they're blogging about. Now, I recommend that you utilize this method with someone that is currently blogging. In other words, if they're not leaving new posts and new content daily, then don't spend your time, because probably the webmaster has moved on to something else, and the chances of getting a link back drops significantly. In other words, if the webmaster isn't involved in their blog right now, the chance of getting them to take action and adding a link to their blog roll or their link section plummets. So the site ranks well in Google, it's blog-based, it's got outbound links, and the webmaster is adding additional content right now, then it qualifies. And as I mentioned, all you really need to do is every other day or so, stop by the site, and if you see something that you like, that is interesting, that relates to the content of your site, what you need to do is you need to add a quality, well thought out blog post, and you're much better off leaving 3 or 4 quality comments on someone's blog rather than 20 comments that are copy and paste. They're kind of the same thing. You'll do a lot better if you leave just a handful of well thought out comments. So that's why you're going to want to add these different sites to your links section, and then just visit these sites from time to time. Make sure you do not ask for a link back in the beginning. You don't want to do that. Instead, participate on the webmaster site. Add thoughtful comments. Add relevant comments. Don't just be a one-stop shop. You're just going to stop by one time and you're gone and you ask for a link. That's what, every day as a webmaster, I get bombarded with that. And you know what I do? Delete, 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 delete. Brian, we found, delete, delete. We found your, we really like your, delete. Yeah, you really like my site. Yeah, people have been liking my site for 6 years now. It doesn't get the link. However, if you stop by and you add thoughtful comments, I pay attention, because the percentage of people doing that is down here versus people sending the email to me this much these many people versus this many people that are leaving the low quality please link to me email. So get in the group of the small percentage of people, get yourself noticed, and participate for about a month. And after you do that, after you've left 5, 7, 10 comments, say, hey Jim, by the way, I wanted to let you know that I've added your site to my blog roll section. I was wondering if you'd do the same for me. Now, the webmaster already knows the link is there. And he probably realizes that you know that he knows it's there. But you need to say it so it's like out in the open, and he knows that you're thinking you want a link from his site. Now, if you follow the instructions, you'll get a good link about 75% of the time. And those are the links that will propel your ranking up in the search engines. You only need 2, 3, or 4 of those. I have a site today that's based on hair loss. Do you know how competitive it is to rank for hair loss? It took the site about 2.5 years to rank for that. That's a little bit of information you should know. In other words, the more profitable, oftentimes the longer it's going to take to rank. But you can rank for lower quality terms, in other words, terms that are not as competitive. But I gained several links for this hair loss site in just this manner, and then I got a lot of other medium quality links that are a lot easier to get, and I use those links to shape my ranking. And we'll talk about that later. We'll talk about how you can shape your ranking later. But right now, we need to get a couple quality links associated with our site. So that is assignment 6. You can read more about this in the PDF ebook, SeoPress Formula. It's under Let's Get Blog Rolled, and this information will really help you get your site established. Take care, guys.